Hello, Marky Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and this is my mom, Carol, also known as Carol in real life. So, I want to talk about why people play games. First, though, have you ever... You don't play mini games, do you?
Not computer games.
Yeah.
No.
So, if you were to have a game name, what would your name be?
Oh, like a screen name?
Yeah, like mine's Marky Dragon.
I'd have to think about it. Get a good one. I don't know.
So, okay, moving on.
Yeah.
So, now I have a question for all of you. Why do you play games? What is it about games that attracts you to them? And, are there different types of games that do different things for you? So I say this because I think about like the massive multiplayer games, the MMOs, stuff like Ultima Online. You've seen some of my Ultima Online videos.
Yeah.
Where I have my avatar and I'm controlling my character in the game, and I work on developing the character, who he is, what his skills are, and all of that stuff. And I really enjoy kind of that fantasy of that, where, like when you go watch a good movie, maybe a sci-fi movie, or a fantasy movie like Lord of the Rings, and you get just kind of into the zone and you realize, oh, the movie's over, because you were having such a good time, and you identify with the people, and you could imagine yourself being there with those other characters, and like a mage being a real thing or a troll being a real thing or whatnot. Maybe you have a hard time getting there, huh?
Depends.
And so anyway, that's one of the reasons why I like MMOs, because you get to do all this character development, and you get to build on your character, and there's all these things that you get to do. And so with that that type, that's what it does for me, the MMOs. I like the character development and exploration and kind of that wonderment. And then there's like first-person shooters, which I'm sure you've seen those, right? Seen where we're killing zombies or killing each other.
Yeah.
And for that, it's a lot more about competition. It's like, can I get the other guy before he gets me? And kind of the adrenaline rush of that. And, so that's kind of, that's fun for me. And then there's other things that are just flat out sports or competition, like a racing game, whatever. And I'm not so much into those. I kind of fit into my other molds. Although I do like Hearthstone. Now, you saw me play Hearthstone yesterday.
Yeah.
And I think you got bored and went and took a nap.
I thought you were done.
And so, but now you play card games, right?
Occasionally. Yeah.
Would Hearthstone be something that you would play?
No.
No. Would you play a card game that was on the computer?
I have played, like, I even forget the name of it now, but where you just have regular playing cards and
Solitaire.
Yeah.
All by
probably.
yourself.
Yeah.
And would you play a game online where you were actually playing against other people, like maybe friends?
I don't like to lose.
Oh.
And so if I'm going to play, I want to have reasonable expectation that I can be successful. And so, if it's something that I practice on and I know that I can do it and I know how and so forth, then yeah, I would. But I don't like to start out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that makes sense. So, what other kind of games do you play? I saw you doing Sudoku.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
I'd rather do it on paper, because I know it's on the computer, but I don't do it there. Well, I have tried it on the computer, but I like having paper. Like I like reading books with paper books rather than on the computer. Although I do that sometimes too.
So, what do you think of people who play video games?
Well,
Oh, be honest.
of course. It, everybody, of course, makes their own choices. To me, if you overdo it, it's a waste of time. Or it, uses your time and energy and thought processes and everything that you could be using to go out and meet real people. The role-playing thing, while you were talking about that, I thought, well, yeah, but I'd rather have it in the real world.
Like Renaissance Festival.
That's not the real world.
Oh! Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay.
And then the other thing is, like with Sudoku, I'm a thinker. So I like to think and figure out how it's going to work and so forth. So that, is something that attracts me.
Okay. Well, interesting. Maybe it's because Mom didn't grow up with computers.
No, definitely not.
So, just like the kids today, a lot of them don't grow up with paper. Yeah, everything's so paperless.
That's right.
These
and
days.
they can't even write. We were
I
talking
know.
about cursive writing.
Oh no, they don't even teach that anymore.
Hardly at
No,
all.
they spend a day saying this is cursive.
That's so sad.
I know that we, Dad and I, a few years ago, wrote thank you letters to a lot of our top customers, and we did them all in very nice cursive. And half the people, when they got them and they got back to us, they said, "I saw that you sent me this really nice letter, but I didn't know what it said."
Oh, they can't even read it.
Well, so cursive may be a thing it's only English. And but we sent things to like people in the Netherlands and Russia and Germany and stuff like that. And while they can, read and write English, most of them, the cursive was just over the line.
Well, yeah, I could see.
Yeah. So,
That might be.
but it was fun. So one of those lessons learned. So anyway, tell me, why do you play games? What is it that attracts you about games? Do you play paper games, or you like play D&D, on paper still, or primarily computer games? Or what attracts you about games? Do you get lost in them? Do you find that you're spending too much time in them when you could be doing other things like meeting people in the real world?
Or getting your chores done.
Oh, goodness. Well, my general audience is about male and 35.
Do they do chores?
Honeydews.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
All
So,
right.
well, thank you everybody for watching. Now, if you want to see some gameplay, there's a link in the description. Click on that, and you'll get to my gameplay videos. So far, I've not been able to get my mom into playing like World of Tanks or anything like that. I'm still trying.
Well, it's, I have to be successful.
Oh. What game is an easy win? I don't know of any. Take care, everybody. Link below. Give me your comments. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.